Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through a couple dupes that I have found throughout my time that I thought I'd like to share with you guys. So, bit of a disclaimer, a couple of the products in here are not cruelty free. I just want to mention these are things that I bought before I went cruelty free that I just still have. Some things just take a while to use through and I don't plan to repurchase these things. However, there's not much point in throwing it out when you've already spent your money on it. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to share a couple of dupes that I have for non-cruelty free products that I think work just as well, which are cruelty free, which I found to be so helpful when I went cruelty free. So a lot of this stuff is dupes for more expensive makeup and then dupes for non-cruelty free products. So if you're interested in seeing this video, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first product that I'm going to be talking to you about today is Essence mascaras. So I don't have a particular product that I want to dupe these for, but I just want to talk about them because I think they are so fantastic. If you are trying to go cruelty free and you're really struggling to find a cruelty free mascara, Essence is where it is at. I've got these 3 mascaras on constant rotation and they're all just as good as each other. They all do serve a different purpose, so I think it depends what you're after in a mascara, but I think they all work so well, and in my experience all Essence mascaras are really fantastic. Before I went cruelty free I was obsessed with the Maybelline Colossal mascara, and I find a really good dupe for that is the Volume Stylist mascara. Really good. And then this I Love Extreme one is if you want really thick lashes. The only problem I do have with this mascara is the fact that when you first get it, it's so wet and so much product comes out. Like, you know when you pull the wand out and it's got something that catches all the excess? This doesn't really have much of that, so a lot of excess comes out on the brush, and I find it really has to dry out for me to be able to use it, otherwise I just have super clumpy lashes. And then the Lash Princess is also really fabulous. I find it doesn't give you the most thick lashes, but it does lengthen them a hell of a lot. So if you're after a lengthening mascara, I really do suggest this one. Okay, moving on, the next product I have is a palette. So a good dupe for the Tartelette palette. This is the original Tartelette palette. It's all matte shades. I'm not going to open it fully because I have one that's broken and it's black. It's pretty much all matte shades. All the black just went into my hand. It's pretty much all matte shades. There is a good range there of warm tones and cool tones and lots of light tones. And I think a really fabulous dupe that I have for that is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte. It's not exactly the same, but I find the looks that you can create with this palette is really similar to that one, because this is all matte shades. They have a good mix of cool tones and warm tones in here. The only shade that I really think is missing from this is like a purpley one that's in the Tarte one, but other than that I find that I go for this if I'm just looking for something really easy for work or something I don't want to put too much effort in. I did use this palette on my eyes today, however you can't tell with my massive lashes. I just wanted something super simple, so I just used a bunch of browns in this. But yeah, I really love this palette and I really suggest it, and I think it's under $20, if not $20, and then the Tarte one, Australian dollars, I think is 70. So it's a huge saving, and I think the quality of the eyeshadows is just as good as the Tarte one. The next product I have for you is a NARS blush that I love, that I bought before NARS went non-cruelty free. So the product is the Gina blush. I adore this, and I'm going to use it until I use it up, and it's just going to be so heartbreaking when I'm not going to be able to repurchase it. But it's like an orange toned blush. It's in the shade Gina. And then the dupe that I have for that is not exact, but I think once you put it on your skin it looks very similar. It's the Mecca Maxima blush in Chic Cheek. I've spoken about this so many times and I use it heaps when I film. So both of them are quite orange. This one has little shimmers in it, whereas this one is matte. However, side by side they look quite similar, and on the skin form very much the same. So I highly suggest that if you're looking for a good dupe for the NARS blush in Gina, I suggest giving the Mecca Max one a try. Okay, so my next dupe is, I've spoken about this before being a dupe, but I just wanted to touch on it if you're new to my channel or you haven't watched that video. It's the NYX Wonder Stick. I don't actually have the original product, I haven't bought it, but from what I've seen it looks like a very similar product. It is the KKW Contour Sticks, her original product. From what I've seen, it looks super similar. They both have like the double sides. Oh, this one fell out. Well then, I don't use that one anyway. So So they both have the double side where you contour on one side and highlight on the other side. And this is super creamy, super blendable, so easy to work with. It's about, I think it's about $15 or $20, whereas once you get shipping and all that with the KKW one, I'm pretty sure it'll come to like 50 or 60, which is wild considering how little product is in that product. So definitely check that out if you're looking for a good drugstore contour stick. Okay, my next dupe is the Colourpop Super Shock highlighters. So these are a really good dupe for the Kylie wet set. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this and why I'm the only one that's outraged by this, but the fact that she has the exact same formula. I haven't even bought that. I've seen people touch it, I've seen people put it on their skin, and I know it's exactly the same as this, and I cannot believe how much money she's charging for that palette when these are like, what are they, like $8? They're so cheap. They're so blinding. They're amazing. I've got a couple of these, but what I'm holding right now is Wisp and Flexitarian. They are incredible. I'll swatch Flexitarian. I've done it a million times before, but can we just like look at that? Please do not go and waste your money on the Kylie wet set. It is such a waste of money. Pick up these Colourpop ones. They are probably better and like an eighth of the price. Okay, my next dupe is for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. They no longer sell this, and it's really heartbreaking because it's such a fabulous palette. I adore it. They do no longer sell it now, so if you have decided that you want it, all of a sudden, unfortunately, you can't get it. But I have a really good dupe that I have mentioned before that I adore, which is the Samantha Jade collab for Models Prefer. This is so underrated. I don't know how possible it is for you to get it overseas, because I know it is Australian, but I'm sure you can find a way if you really wanted it enough. But these are incredible. They look amazing on the skin. I'll just swatch a couple. My favorite one is this one. It's dug into the most, and also this one. Just gonna swirl my finger around a little bit. Look at that. Right? Look at that gorgeous sheen. It is simply just a sheen. There's no glitter in this at all, which I think it is a positive over the Anastasia one. The only negative I find with Anastasia glows is that they are quite glittery and quite chunky, so sometimes when you put them on your skin, if you don't wet your brush, they will kind of trickle down a little bit, which isn't ideal, but it always works amazing if I wet my brush with those. But these ones are gorgeous and they are so blinding. They're so underrated. This is such an underrated palette, underrated formula. I don't know why more Australian beauty gurus aren't talking about this, because I love it so much. It cost me like $15 or $20, and the Anastasia one was a lot more than that. So they're pretty similar. I mean, it's not exactly, they've got mostly the same shades. The only difference is it doesn't have like a purple shade in it. But if you look at it side to side, it's got the white, it's got a pink, it's got a gold, and it's got a taupey, and then the orange as well. So pretty much all, this one has an extra gold and this one has a purple. But other than that, I think they're really similar, very similar shades. So I think this is an awesome dupe for this one, and I totally suggest it. Okay, the last product that I have for you today is a dupe for the famous MAC Fix Plus. So I've had this for so long. I don't use it very often. I only really use it when I want to spray my brush to put a highlight on. So I never go through it, but a really awesome dupe for that is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. The difference is, I guess, the MAC Fix Plus doesn't have any alcohol in it. This one does have a little bit more alcohol in it because it is meant to be a setting spray. The MAC one isn't, but they're both very similar in the sense that they both leave the skin feeling really fresh, really dewy. This can be used to wet your brush to apply something with. They both have very similar sprays, and this one is about, I think it's $15, and the MAC Fix Plus is, I don't know how much. But if you're also just looking for a drugstore alternative, totally suggest this one, and go cruelty free, because they're cruelty free dupes for so many things, and I've repurchased this about 3 or 4 times, so it is one of my favorite setting sprays and I totally love it. Okay, so those are all my dupes for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!